Hi. Hey, everybody. How's it going? It's good to see you. And I have a different mic set up tonight because, as you can probably tell, Stephanie, by the way, is my mic okay? I mean, can you hear me?
You sound like you sound. Yes, it's good.
I'm here. It's weird. It's like it switches into this upper register without me trying. So I remember what it's like to be a 12-year-old boy. I don't know. You know what? Actually, it's funny. I remember, so I was in the talented and gifted group in school, and I remember we did this play thing, something, and we watched it later, this little presentation that we did, like years later, like I think before we graduated high school or something. And I was so afraid. No, I don't know. It was a few years later. I was so afraid that my voice hadn't changed. Like, because we filmed it when we were like in 6th grade and it was like this Babysitters Club thing or something. And I was so paranoid that like I hadn't gone through puberty or something. And so we were going to watch the tape of the Babysitters Club play that we did. And I was like, gee, I hope it's still funny. Like I was like trying to make my voice lower because I was so afraid that I was the only one that, hadn't gone through. It was so terrible. Anyway, hi, welcome to Quilt Nerd. My name's Mary, and this is a show about quilts, but I'm not going to teach you how to make them. This is a show that is about art and philosophy and biography and romance and life and death and love. And what we do is we use quilts as our angle into all of those topics. Quilts, like, sewing. I was at TwitchCon last week in San Diego, where I'm sure I was infected with the plague. And I was there with my co-producer, Stephanie Cake. Stephanie, hello, by the way.
Hello. And I'd like to think you weren't infected. You simply acquired a short-term illness.
Yes, that's right. I annexed something. Yeah.
And a couple people, maybe myself being a couple people, would like you to sing Smelly Cat of Friends fame.
Wait, what? Oh, oh yeah. I mean, I watched Friends a little, but not much. I mean, a little.
Okay.
I know it's Phoebe.
The joke may be lost, but yes, Phoebe, she got a very bad cold and tried to keep it because she felt that she sang Smelly Cat much more better in that sultry voice.
Well, I think of Kathleen Turner, and she said this in an interview. She put pencil erasers in the back of her jaw and like practiced her voice like with that. Like, I don't know. I remember. I mean, I heard her say that. She said it in an interview, and she got this effect. So anyway, so Robin, who helps us out with the show. Okay, so wait, I got to tell you. Hold on. So this show is about quilts, but it's not going to teach you how to make them. There's this thing called material culture, and Henry Glassy, who wrote, he's a very important person in the field of material culture, and he defines material culture as the yield of human experience. So as human beings, we create things, we make things, and it shows the world what we are and who we are. It shows, I don't know, alien life forms a million years from now, right? They find our quilts buried in, the rubble or the plastic or whatever, and they find our pots and our pans and pots, and they tell a story about us. And so when you look at material culture, especially quilts, in my opinion, you learn about humanity itself. And what's nice about quilts is they're really pretty. And they're sometimes really weird. And we have a saying here, keep quilts weird. Because I grew up, and we like the weird quilts. And weird quilts to us, the quilt nerds around here, we like quilts that show the maker's soul, the maker's spirit, in a way that was risky for her or him. I grew up in a world of commercial quilt making. My mom's a famous quilt maker. I became, I don't know, a well-known quilt, famous, whatever. But I started making quilts in a system that was commercial from the start. And I couldn't really make the quilts as weird as I wanted them to make, because every quilt that I made was bound for publication or bound for television. And it might sound kind of nice, sort of like fancy, but it was weird, you know, because I didn't have time to really create and explore the way I probably would have if I wasn't on television, which I was for years, hosting a show on public television. So, and on YouTube. So anyway, so you know, with the commercialization of quilts, you know, it's a $4 billion industry. And because of that, sometimes the creativity and originality takes a back seat to the money. And I taught people how to make quilts in that world on TV and on the internet for a long time. And then I went away from that and started looking at stories and people and history, that part of it. And I just won't go back. I just don't think I can teach anybody how to make a half square triangle ever again. I mean, I would if it was like a beginner quilter, I would do it. But a few, well, no, not a few years ago, it was a year and a few months, I heard a journalist say on a podcast that she had a Twitch show. And on her show, and I thought Twitch was for gamers, of course, because that's what it's for, right? But this journalist said, join me on my Twitch channel because I stream. And I went there and I saw that she was streaming her research. She turned on the camera and she had a chat room and people were watching and chatting with her, and she was playing videos and reading things. And sometimes she wouldn't talk at all. I don't do that in this show. I talk a lot. But it was fascinating to me. It was riveting and it was really cool. And I didn't know any quilt people on Twitch, and I didn't know any quilt makers who use Twitch. But I'm like punk rock a little bit, okay, I can say that, okay? Because I just couldn't do this on YouTube. I was like, no, I'm doing it on Twitch. I'm doing it on Twitch. And from going to QuiltCon last week with Stephanie Cake, I know that it was the right decision. I love this community. I love this platform. And here we are a year later. And, you know, it's incredible. We have an amazing community. You people are so cool. You're so cool. And I know there's more of you out there, so do tell somebody about it. And we have subscribers. We've got like 1,200 or something like that followers. And we have, I think we're getting about 200 subscribers, or almost. We're getting there. You know, we're getting there. It's close. I mean, it's closer to 200 than 100 for sure. And that's a really good ratio. I learned at TwitchCon, someone was like, that's your ratio? Wow. So, good job. Good job. How about some champagne? See, I have a soundboard. I got a soundboard in like month 3. That's right. Anyway, so this show is about, you know, it's about my research, and I'm working on a paper now for publication. Oh yes, very fancy. And all of these things. And what's so important is actually, it really is all of you, because if you weren't here, Molly and Elle Riggs and the Wonky Quilter and Sherlock Soz, it's good to see you. I haven't seen you in a hot minute. I feel like it's okay. Beastly Richard is here. Beastly. QB Tara, oh my God. Mishral, hi. Oh, I'm so sick, you guys. Did I even mention it? I'm super sick. I shouldn't be here. Hey, Jill and Molly. Molly says I got a role as John Henry because my voice sounded really gravelly in fifth grade play. I can't, I'm dead. You know, one of the funniest people I know is Molly. And we met through this show. And I've met many of you now through this show. It's a wonderful thing. Anyway, so Stephanie Cake. So we're gonna, okay, sorry. I'm really excited tonight because I had to figure out videos to watch, right? Because I shouldn't be talking. And I thought, well, we should watch the Ken Burns. You know, Ken Burns is a quilt collector. I got to interview him, by the way. And about his quilt collection. And he did this wonderful segment for Nebraska Public Television. And it's great, and it's on YouTube, and we haven't watched it together. But here's the problem, and Susanna, who helps me out with social media, I mean, she's gonna kill me one of these days because I don't give her the stuff that she needs like ahead of time. But I can't pre-program the show, man. I'm a free spirit. I have to like feel it. I have to feel it. The show, I have to feel what I'm gonna do for you guys. I mean, I can't just program it all the time. Because I was like, okay, the Ken Burns thing, it's like 27 minutes, it's good. I won't talk too much, we'll just watch it together. But then I was, screening it. And I was like, no, I can't do it. I don't feel inspired. So then I found some animation. We're gonna watch Quilt animation tonight. I found the most amazing, weird, wonderful animations. And some of them are like 30 seconds, and some of them are like 7 minutes. And they're great, and we're gonna watch them. What's funny about a lot of them is that there's no talking, because they're like weird animations. It's like, oh shit. Anyway, so okay, but we start every show talking about the quilt that's behind me, and you're gonna love it. So I'm gonna get small, and we're gonna talk about that. But I want to say hi to Stephanie Cake. Stephanie Cake is the co-producer of this show and a bosom buddy indeed. And she watched the show originally, and then she was like, "Do you need help?" And I was like, "What clued you into that? Why would you ask me that?" And she was like, let me contribute. I like this show a lot. And her name was Stephanie Cake, her screen name. So Stephanie Cake, now you are on my second monitor, which is really my phone. How are you doing?
I'm doing okay.
Yeah.
I'm doing a lot better than you are, for sure. Yeah. I have not caught the illness yet. I'm knocking on wood. Both members of my family have it, so you know.
Bad.
So to everybody out there, we are putting a limit on Mary. We're gonna kick her out of here. We're gonna cut her off. We're gonna. This has got to be a short show because she's got to get well.
I do have to get well.
If you guys can help me with the peer pressure.
I'm in I told her, I was like, I know you want to cut me off, but I'm in a really crazy mood tonight. By the way, okay, so we have a game. This is gonna look weird on the green screen. So this is a bottle of tequila. Just wait, let me say. So we have a game on this show. We have a drinking game. Hang on, this is gonna be gross. Sorry. And no, we have a drinking game on the show, and it's that I take a shot of, anyone has to take a shot of tequila anytime we read or hear the phrase, "These aren't your grandmother's quilts." Because that phrase, "these aren't your grandmother's quilts," gets used all the time in media. If the newspaper is doing a story about like cool quilts, they'll be like, "These aren't your grandmother's quilts." And it's just so tired. It's such a tired phrase. It's so hackneyed. So my friend Mary Kate, who's often watching this show, might be here right now. Hey, Drink Wine and Solan. Hi. Hey, Grits and Butter. Okay, so the rule we made up years ago at QuiltCon was anytime, anywhere you are in the world, if you hear the phrase, "These aren't your grandmother's quilts," you have to take a shot of your preferred alcohol. And I don't do the dark spirits, I'm from Iowa. I'm a Norwegian pasty girl, but tequila, no problem. So I was thinking, Stephanie, I was like, in some neighborhoods, cultures, I don't know, surely somebody out there for a sore throat's like, take a shot of whatever. Do you think that's a good idea? We haven't done it in so long. It's been months.
As you know, there are a number of medical professionals and medical adjacent professionals.
That's true.
And they are recommending the hot toddy. In fact, Mother Nature passed the recipe along for one. And but I've asked, can you replace the whiskey for tequila? I mean, I don't know. Is hot tequila an okay thing?
Oh God, that makes me so ill. I can't. But here's the thing. I'm so congested that I feel like a whoo would actually feel good. I'm serious. I'm not kidding. I'm not going to drink tequila unless put a 1 in the chat if you think I should do it. I'm serious. Okay. While you're thinking about that.
Word is it has to be whiskey. Sorry.
It's out. Then it's out. Okay. So let's talk about the intro quilt briefly, and then we're going to look at video.
But vodka could be subbed. Okay.
All right. It's clear. Tequila's clear.
Oh, it's called a touchdown toddy when it's tequila. Okay, it is a thing. Oh, you guys.
Okay, listen. There's orange juice in the communal fridge in this co-working office. Orange juice is good. Listen, I'm going to have tequila and orange juice. I'm going to do it. I mean, can I do it, please? I couldn't go on my trip. I'm supposed to be in San Francisco hanging out with Joe Cunningham and Julie Silver. I'm depressed. I'm this close. Okay, Molly, tell me to do it. If Molly says I should do it, I'm going to do it. Okay, anyway. Wait a minute. Did we have a first-time chatter? Hey, oh my God. Wait, hold on. Tamarilla Dawn, hi. I'm so glad you're here. Wait a minute. I'm so glad you're here. Welcome to the show. I'm really glad that you said hi. And Auntie Sin's here. This is a really cool place to be. It's really good. And usually I'm not sort of painful to listen to, but maybe it's your first time watching the show and you don't know any better. And you're like, I love her voice. And then later when my voice is normal, you'll be like, what happened? I loved her voice. I can't watch this anymore. But regardless, I'm really, really glad that you came by. And we've got some cool stuff to look at tonight. The show, it goes all over. Molly says tequila sunrise, antiseptic and vitamin C. We're doing it. Okay, first we're doing this. So on the last broadcast, we watched that film about Arizona quilts. It was not a great film. It was fine. I would give it a 3.5. It was from the 90s, and it was a little slow. It's okay. Look, if we can't criticize the media in the world of quilt culture, then, what are we? We're simps. So I didn't love it, but I did see some wonderful things. And we saw this quilt, didn't we? Very briefly. And do you remember about this quilt? So this quilt I found in the book. Oh, God. How do we fix that? Anyway, this is the Arizona quilt documentation book called Grand Endeavors, Vintage Arizona Quilts and Their Makers. And we have an Abe Books affiliate link, so you should totally get this book used through Abe Books and use our affiliate link, which Stephanie Cake is surely already even put in the chat. But in the little film, they told the story of this strange quilt. There was a fire. There was a fire in the house where this quilt, the original quilt was living, or both of them actually. I think there were quilts in a trunk. And this, so you have two different quilts, okay? So there was a fire in the house of these people. Let me, it's Ruth Wolf. The date of this is about 1915 is what this is dated as. And this is two different quilts that were damaged in a fire sewn together. Yeah, pretty cool, right? Pretty amazing. Molly's sick too. So this is a drunkard's path, appropriate. You know what I mean, tequila. But this is a drunkard's path quilt. So this, to people who've never seen many quilts before, even to them, I think this probably looks kind of strange, this quilt, right? It's like, what's going on? It's not symmetrical, it's asymmetrical, but it's also chopped up. Like you can see here we have this motif, right? It's like a basket. There's these stars or flowers, whatever, and then you recognize that motif here, but it's all chopped up. What's up with that? You know what I mean? So it's really unusual, and what we learn when we read about it is that there was a fire in this person's home, this family's home, and it was Ruth who made these two quilts, and then her daughter-in-law was the one who put them together. And when we talk about how we like weird quilts around here, this is what we mean. A lot of people would just throw them out. A lot of people do throw them out. Today they throw them out, or they leave them in flea markets and antique malls and things, and that's whatever. But there are other things you can do. You have to think harder, I think, sometimes. And when you do, and when you wait, it's like, what could happen? Look at this moment down here. Look at this. Hold on. Oh, look at that. You can see a blue quilting line. Do you see that? Wait a minute. How is that possible? That can't be a quilting line. We use blue markers to mark quilting lines now, but that's not possible. That's just like, I don't know, a pen. It's like some damn kid with their ballpoint pen. But look at this down here. Isn't that nice? Just that random moment. It's so good. Hey, Drink Wine and Solen. It's so good to see you. Hey, everybody. Oh, God. I love y'all. So, yeah. That's the quilt, and I was so happy to find it. And this one, hang on. So this is the book, and you should get it. It's really great. And the quilt on the cover, I think that this is one of the best state documentation books that came out around that time. Look at the quilt. So this is wool. It's wool and 1840. And people who don't know quilts so much, say, oh, it looks like abstract painting, right? And it does. Of course it does. But what's cool about quilts is they can look like abstract painting, but then they have the quilting part. Mark Rothko, Eat Your Heart Out. Quilting, a quilt has two different layers of design. You have the patchwork or the applique, and then you have the quilting on top of it, which is these wonderful fans and this star here in the middle. The quilting stitches. It's wonderful. Rothko, Eat Your Heart Out. Sherlock. Jinx. This is lemon ginger tea with honey. This and tequila and orange juice. It'll set me right by morning. Ugh. Okay. So that's really beautiful. I just wanted to show you that. And the last thing here, and then we're going to watch some weird stuff. Weird and wonderful. You remember when we watched the film and I was like, what is that quilt? I love it so much. And it was this one. So this is in that book too. And it's the Pabst Blue Ribbon quilt. These are ribbons from Pabst Blue Ribbon beer. Wait, I didn't write down when this one was made. Hang on. I still have to put my book reader together. If you're watching, darling, I'm so sorry I haven't put my book stand together yet. I've been traveling and half dead. So this was made by Nellie von Gerichtston Smith in 1890. And it's the Pabst Blue Ribbon quilt. It was made in Prescott, Arizona in 1910. Silk ribbons from Pabst Blue Ribbon beer bottles connected with a feather stitch, 77 by 76. It's so great, right? It's so great.
So is each one of those little stripes a ribbon? Like each little strip is connected with the feather stitch, right?
I think so. Hang on one second.
I'm trying to picture. I'm guessing it's like a little ribbon around the neck of the bottle or something. I know about cigar ribbons, but I never knew about beer ribbons.
Yeah, me neither. It doesn't. Hang on. Okay, here. Nellie Smith collected hundreds of tiny blue silk ribbons that came tied around the necks of Pabst Blue Ribbon beer bottles between 1895 and 1914. She stitched the ribbons together in a tumbling block pattern, displaying her artistic flair and needlework skill by embroidering over the seams with red and white feather stitches, which created an overall pattern of white stars separated by red hexagons. The words Pabst Blue Ribbon and Guaranteed Perfect are still faintly visible on the blue ribbons. This unique work of art is the only quilt, quote-unquote quilt, that Nellie is known to have made. Fuck yeah, that's a quilt church moment, It's pretty good.
Yeah, that's wild. I mean, that's so ambitious.
Amazing. Ugh, she couldn't go to art school, No way. No way. She was having babies and, milking cows and stuff, and, art school, not going to happen. But, I don't know, Agnes Martin would totally be into this. You know what I mean? So we got to keep our quilts around and look at them. Yeah, Beasley Richard. That's what the book said. They put quilt in quotes, and I think they might have done that, Richard, because it's not quilted. It's probably just two layers. So But yeah, good point. I like how you think. Yeah, exactly. Okay. Yeah. All right. So now, here we go. I want to give well, I mean, look, I tried to find things that I wouldn't have to talk over, and I found some. I was looking for quilt animation, and I'll show you this first. Do you remember this? Early on, some of you won't remember because you weren't watching the show yet, but we looked at the Carter family, the great Carter family musicians. I said, Eric, give me a topic for the show tonight. This was early on, and I mean, this was like last year, I don't know, early on. And I was like, I need like a prompt, because quilts touch every part of everything. So someone can give you a prompt, almost like an improv show or something. Someone can say, pickles or something, and I can go and I can find. I mean, that's easy. Pickle dish is a quilt block. Anyway, so I was like, Eric, give me a suggestion. And he said, did the Carter family make quilts? Because he loves country roots music. And I was like, I'm going to find out. Anyway, turns out, yes, Sarah Carter did make quilts. And then that led us to learning about Harry Smith, who went around Appalachia and different parts of the United States, like in the 60s, recording folk music from the people. And he cataloged folk music, and he's this famous guy. And Bob Dylan, dedicated his whole career to Harry Smith, right? Well, Harry Smith made this. He made this, and we watched it, and we're not going to watch it all. I don't know how it's 9 minutes or something, but look at this. There's no sound. I mean, it's Seminole patchwork. This is 1965. 1965, Harry Smith was making this. I mean, oh yeah, hang on. The content warning tonight, there's one specific one that comes later about flashing lights. I'll warn you. But if you've taken LSD, you'll understand. If you've taken any LSD in the last half an hour, there's stuff that we're going to look at that's going to just be careful. Just have water nearby or something. Okay. Anyway, so we looked at this, and I was transfixed by this. I loved it. This is Seminole patchwork, right? So then, hang on. So then, so then we also looked at, we also watched this at one point, which was wonderful. I mean, it's hard because the things that we did early on before as many people were watching, it's like you can watch the reruns, but oh my God. We watched this, The Magic Quilt, which was made by a Canadian animator. It's 12 minutes. I mean, I kind of want to watch it all, but we'll just watch a little bit of it because it's animation too. It's wonderful. It's wonderful. Jill forgot her LSD. It's okay. You have time. You have time to go run out and get some. This is all exposition, I don't know what year this is. It's like 80, maybe 90?
What'd you find, Brenna?
What's this?
I wonder what it is. This is neat.
This is shiny.
It's a quilt.
The person must have put a lot of work into it. I wonder what it's
Maybe
doing
it's
out
like a
here.
river.
Oh.
Looks like a blanket. Nah, it's a sleeping
legs.
bag. Maybe it's a rug.
Far out.
Hey, that's
It must be some country. Somebody's
Look at
probably
that.
working on it. Here's some neat.
I looked like that, by the way. I was like how I was. You know what I mean? I was like nerdy and with braces and I hated myself. Okay, I'm not saying she did it.
That and stuff. Hey, let's bring it out and look
What are
at
you
it.
doing? We're taking it off.
We're gonna spread it out.
Yeah, so we can have. It's big. Oh,
You know what? We're going to watch this. We're going to watch it. It's 12 minutes. It's wonderful. We're watching it. I'm not going to tease you with this. And it gives me time to go get some orange juice.
These look kind of like fields.
Look at this.
Look at the nice cars. It looks like a map. This is really pretty.
Hey, come look at this one. What is it?
No. That's you.
Look at the hats.
He's
Look at how
really
small that one
Yeah.
is.
Yeah. Must be a little kid.
Yeah, these are little guys.
That guy has braces.
He doesn't have braces. He has a mustache.
No, that's braces.
That's a mustache.
That looks funny, the guy with the beard. Hey, you guys, look at this.
I wonder what's in here.
Uh-oh. Come on, let's get undercover. Hey, we're getting all wet. Get out of here, hurry. Come on, dirty Hey, this looks like a map. A great big map.
It looks sort of familiar. I know what country this is. Do you?
This is Yugoslavia. No, it isn't. I think it's Canada. What's Canada? It's where we live, stupid.
Okay, I'm back.
Eh? Pretty.
Oh, wow. Weird. Okay.
Hey, you guys.
Okay, I'm going to make a thing.
I think this quilt has magic.
Yeah. Tamara, thank you so much for subscribing. That's so cool. I appreciate you. Thank you.
Hey, you kid, watch out for that ball.
It's great, right? I mean, isn't it wonderful? I'll find the person. I've got information about who made it. She's Canadian. It says the Canadian National Film Board that has this on their website.
Without you.
Hey, what's the matter for you?
Sorry, mister. Oh, you broke my heart.
Hey, look out up there.
Meine Güte.
I wonder who made it. I think all these nice colors. It must be nice to live by the ocean. Those are big waves.
Hey,
Yeah, they sure are.
this guy looks just like my uncle. He lives right here by this river.
Question: has anybody out there ever made any animation? Because we're gonna see some more tonight. This is the longest piece that I have for you, FYI. But I mean, I have always wanted to make stop motion animation. Always. I mean, in fact, I don't have a bucket list, but like, if I die and I didn't do that, like that was a mistake, you know. And by the way, I can tell you what my first stop motion animation picture would be. It would be this little character, and I have her in mind, and the little short film would be called "Where Are You Going?" And this little character, she's pink, and she has she has a microphone on the corner of the street, and she says, "Hi, where are you going?" And she puts the microphone in front of another, character, whatever face, because and then they say where they're going, and because I was thinking about, like, I mean, I think I was going somewhere very, very, very specific. Like, I forget what it was, but it's like if you stopped anybody just on the street, yeah, sure, some people would be like, I'm going to work. But some people would say, I'm going to sign my divorce papers. That's where I'm going. Like, I'm going there. Or like, I'm going to have plastic surgery on my nose. Like, oh, okay, because you have to go to those places to do that. So like, where are you going? I'm going to the airport to go to Kathmandu. Great. Okay. Now I'm going to Five Guys, to get a burger. Cool. Anyway, that's my enough.
C'est tranquille.
I remember I went to his house for the summer once. Wound up staying till winter.
Castle Crypts, you did.
Boy, I nearly froze to death. It was sure fun.
Je pense que c'est prêt.
Attention, c'est chaud.
Ça se peut, tu.
Ça sent bon, par exemple.
So good.
Émile! Niaiseux!
Oh, look at that. Oh. Oh, look at that. Look at that. So great. Hold on. Oh, that tastes good.
I'm cold. You're fussy.
What? What is this music? Bit of a mood change. That was weird. I'm sorry. Hold on.
I'm cold. You're fussy.
It's a little, Stephanie, it sounds weird, right? Like, it's just, like, I don't know.
It feels like the wrong vibe for cold weather and cattle.
Okay. I'm having so much fun. Wonky, isn't it great? It's so good. Look at the fabric. It's great.
These lakes are full of ducks.
Oh.
I wish I could go swimming. So do I. There's tons of mountains. Look at these. They look like lakes and rivers.
My grandmother lives right
Hey Hope, hi. Hi.
in the middle of the quilt. I went to visit her last summer, and I took the train home all by myself. There was this bald man.
What was he doing?
Oh, just reading some dumb newspaper.
So good.
I can't understand how somebody could ride a train and not want to look out the window. I mean, there was so much to see.
How do they do that? It's so cool. Question, is this stop motion? It is, right? I don't know.
Yeah, some parts of it are definitely stop motion. I'm kind of wondering though, like when it looked like the train was going past, that they were just pulling something behind it. But yeah, it could all be stop motion.
Yeah. It is Castle Crypts knows. Castle Crypts knows. Yeah.
By the time I got home, it was fall. That's almost as much fun as summer.
It's way more fun.
I like breaking up the piles of leaves and then jumping them.
Bettina Malone is the name of the maker.
Hey, look. This is my favorite part. All these little islands. These are all mine.
You guys, things are about to get crazy in the Magic Quilt. The last 4 minutes, Insane.
Says who? I want some of those.
Move off.
No way, you move.
I like the green. No, me.
Oh no.
I don't want the blue. I want the red.
Settle down.
Who cares what you want?
Hey, you guys. Be
Your
careful.
leg's on my side. Here's
That's me. That's me, middle child, trying to get the harmony. Everybody get along. My feelings don't matter. Let's just make sure everybody's not fighting. Let's watch it again.
me. I don't want the blue. I want the red.
Settle down.
Who cares what you want?
Hey, you guys. Be
Your leg's
careful.
on
My parents' divorce is fine. It's not my fault. It's totally cool. I'm sorry.
my side.
Here's the line. Get.
Stop shoving me.
I was here
Happening.
first. Wait a sec. Look what you're doing. We're gonna wreck it.
It's fine.
Oh no, it's all ripped out.
That's
Well,
right, Wonky.
What are we gonna do? Who cares?
Let's go home.
Oh my God, who's popping pills?
Think we ripped out the magic?
There wasn't any magic.
Yes, there was.
Look, you guys, we've wrecked it. It was so nice before. Well, there's sure no magic now.
Yeah, you see, it doesn't work anymore. What are we gonna do?
Well, we could try and fix it. I don't know how to sew.
That's a girl's job.
What's a boy's job then?
Ripping it up.
Get out. If you don't keep fixing it, it falls apart.
But I don't know how to fix it.
Well, you just try, and after a while, you get better at it.
So great. So great.
This isn't so hard.
If we all work together, we can do it. Yes, Richard.
Look, the magic is back. It's working.
Oh, it's wonderful. What is that? Oh.
Hey, it stopped raining.
Amazing.
Let's go outside and have a party.
Great idea. I'm into it. What? They're wild. He's really getting some air there. Oh my God. Isn't that great? So good, right? Magic Quilt. And Bettina Malone is the maker of that. And yeah, I mean, recorded at Mushroom Studios. So thank you, Bettina, because it's really great. And the Canadian Film Board, let's actually give them credit. It's hold on. Sorry, that's not very attractive to look at. It's the National Film Board of Canada, okay? And yeah, I mean, there's actually another film by her, which is really interesting. So, okay. So that was the Magic Quilt. And now let's go into some shorter pieces that I found that just, like I said, I mean, Castle Crypts is like, it's that kind of party for Castle Crypts, so you better, good. I'm glad you're enjoying the animation. I think you're gonna see some more that you like. Hey, Earth Girl now. If you thought that was wild, girl, here we go. I went into Vimeo, and I haven't been into Vimeo in a long time. What do I even start with? Okay, let's check this out. Hang on. Just a minute. Hold on. Everybody, hold on. Okay, here we go. Yeah. This is called Quilt Unmaking Quilt Unmaking. It was posted to Vimeo 8 years ago. 8 years ago. And it was created by Sylvie Deutsch, posted by Kira Ackerman. So it is 3 minutes and 52 seconds. I have not seen it all because it's important for this show. It's important for you to know. I don't watch everything ahead of time. I don't read everything ahead of time. I want to discover along with you. So I've just seen the first few seconds. Check it out. There's no sound. The Sounds of Chicago will be your soundtrack. I don't want to take away from anything visual, right? But I do want you to notice what's happening. And I want to ask you to think about how they did it. You know? Yeah. We don't have silence on this show very often. I don't know what to do with it. Yeah. Kirsten, yes. I mean, it's like, it's the decomposition of a quilt. I mean, it's like, it's mesmerizing to me. I mean, I don't know if I should even say anything yet, but you gotta admit, there's no show like this on the internet. So I mean, obviously they're cutting away, right? Quilt gore, oh my God, it is. Mother Nature says it almost looks like it's in water. Yeah. Is there a footnote? Yeah, exactly, Penny. Hi, Penny. I have tequila, no LSD though. I've only been offered that once. You haven't been hanging around with me, Beasley. Oh! I feel so bad for the quilt. Yeah, it's truly a cutter quilt. I mean, it really is in bad shape. And this is where, you know, our quilt's destroyed in the name of art, you know, is that allowed or whatever, you know. I mean, everybody's just got an opinion. That's all it is, you know, with these kinds of things is your opinion. But Judy Chicago said she wanted to further, you know, the sort of the cause of feminist art and, you know, by using certain materials and appropriating them, right? She was doing it in, you know, sort of for a larger purpose, you know, and I kind of understood that. Anyway, that's a much different conversation. A conversation for a moment when I have a voice. So, I mean, okay, there's about a minute left. I mean, I've never seen anything like this, and it is a bit disturbing. But, you know, the only place I could watch this and talk about it with anybody is here. And like, I mean, it's so odd. It's so totally strange and beautiful. It seems like I won't say it looks like flesh, but it looks like, I mean, it's really decomposing, right? Look at the fabric. You can see the fabric underneath now. I mean, I think it's quite well done for what it is, right? I mean, it seems pretty well done, I guess. So,
it's
I mean, what do you?
Unsettling.
Yeah, unsettling. Yeah, talk to me, Cake. What do you think?
You know, oh, that really put me on the fence. Because I like processes. I like to see things like that. I think there's all kinds of metaphor there.
Mm-hmm.
But the fact that it was an old quilt and I could see those like Depression era fabrics.
I know, right?
I mean, it is. It's like quilt gore. You know, right before this, my husband was watching some stuff on TV, and he said, "Oh, you have to see this scene in this movie I watched the other day." And I watched it, and it was horrifically violent.
Really?
I don't know if that bothered me as much as watching that quilt decay.
Decay, that's it. Oh my God, I don't know why that word didn't come into my mind, but decay, of course. It's just decaying. Huh. So what
But
did you...
also,
yeah.
I mean, there's so much metaphor there too, and I mean that's the thing about art. You know, and that gets, you know, I can digress. But that
Please,
gets
I mean,
into the
come on,
heart of-
bring it.
Oh, it gets at the heart of using somebody else's work, and you know, are you going to make something frivolous with it, or are you going to like make something thought provoking with it? And I really, that just it hurts me to see a beautiful quilt that somebody like my grandmother or my great grandmother would have made. But then also I'm like, oh, it's such a good metaphor for so many things, like, you know, the changing tides of domesticity and, you know, women's work and, you know.
Yep. Yeah. I think underlying the whole quilt reuse thing, whether it's for art or fashion or whatever, I've come to understand over time, and a lot of being in that topic, right, is that the use of quilts as material for other things, it's not about whether it's like okay to do it for this application or that application. To me, it's become a much larger, deeper, sort of like resonant question about the value of women's work. I mean, it's like this deep, it's so deep, it's beyond the limits of my green screen, but it's like this very fundamental question of like, do we take bricks out of buildings that are currently standing to make new buildings? Like, that would be unsafe, okay. But like, do we take parts of other things that are whole and take them apart to make other things, like we do with these quilts, which do have aesthetic, historical value? Do we do it? And if we do it, let's talk about it, because I want to know. Change my mind, please. I would love to have my mind changed. I'm totally good with changing my mind. But it's just like, why are the quilts left in the flea market? Like, why let's just talk about the moment before, when people are like, ugh, don't want them. You know what I mean? Anyway, that's where I'm at with all that. Yeah.
I totally agree with you, of course.
Yeah.
You know, I agree with you, but I do have a counterpoint.
Yeah, please.
I haven't honed it well, though. I don't know if I want to throw it out there.
That's cool. You know what? I've done it.
We're going to be cutting you off soon.
Well, yeah, that's true.
Talked
That's
more
true.
than you should.
Shit, I have talked more than I should. You know what? I have floated thoughts that weren't quite there yet. So take it from me, like, you know, but I know, yeah, you've got the thoughts about it, right? Yeah. Okay.
I do.
Cake's great.
Let me keep working on my counterpoint. I'll present it at another time.
Good. Druid Godmother. Hi, Druid Godmother. Oh, by the way, we have a giveaway tonight. That's right. Dee Dee Brucker. Hi. Conflict, they saved all the original bricks. Oh, that's so great. Okay. I have a giveaway, and I said I was going to do it. Let me pull up. I'm going to do another animation, and then I'm going to do a giveaway. It's for those of you in the Lurker Lounge. That's right. The Lurker Lounge. You know who you are. Let me get small. Okay, let's watch a real quick one. This is fun. This is really fun. All right, here we go. We're going to do this. Hang on. We're going to do this. Oh, yeah, I know what to do. Now. It's all coming back to me. Oh, and then we're going to watch a scary one. Okay. This is 35 seconds. And it's so fun. It's just fun. That's all. Don't blink, you'll miss it. Quilt 1. Chill. Stella, Rosalie. Hold on. Stella, we need you. Hang on, Stella. Stella, Rosalie, Rosen. And I'll give you the link here. Isn't that fun? Wasn't it sweet? Earth Girl, wasn't it just sweet? We're going to see it again. It's 30 seconds. Sorry. Hey, Pam. No, Sylvia, that's not this isn't the trippy one. Great. It's great. All right, so here's the giveaway. I got this pin at at TwitchCon. And because it's green, I have to get up. Is it going to work? No. God, what am I going to do? It says lurker on it. How do we fix that? There's got to be a way to fix that. It's a pen that says lurker, and it's from TwitchCon. It's, just a little lapel, but you can't even see it. God, sucks.
Yeah, because you're using fancy green screen and not the crappy Zoom stuff that I use.
Well,
it's a lovely green pin that says lurker.
It says lurker. That's all it says. So if somebody in the lurker lounge who's never chatted before, would the first person to chat who's never chatted, who's in the lurker lounge in the show, if you say hi first, you get the pin. So the first person I see who is a first-time chatter gets it. And what you'll have to do is you have to send your address. You have to email quiltnerdshow@gmail.com. And I'll send it to you with a nice little card. And a little card. And you'll get this pen that says lurker. And you'll know that you got it from here. And I mean, I don't know. I mean, I know you're out there because there's people watching. So, yeah, and don't forget to follow everybody if you're not following Quilt Nerd Show. Auntie Sin says, I spent months in the lurker lounge, but this is fun too. It's fun to chat. So, okay, 70 Cake, you watch for the lurker who steps forward, and I'll play the next thing. Okay, so this is weird, y'all. This is 1 minute.
Hey, Mary, can I just add in?
Yes.
I think you forgot to remind people for the lurker, you have to be on Twitch. And I think we probably have some folks joining us on YouTube right now. And we're grateful. We love you joining us from YouTube, but the party's at Twitch. So we really encourage you to come over here.
Yeah. If you want to subscribe and you want like all the fun emotes and stuff, we multi-stream, but our headquarters are Twitch because we really love this platform. And if you come over, you'll see why we love it. And so if you're a first-time chatter in YouTube or Facebook, it doesn't apply. Thank you for noting that. I totally forgot about it. But yeah, Twitch is so much fun. Jeff Bezos owns it. It's like completely fine. Amazon and Twitch, they're like this. So you don't have to be afraid. Or maybe you should be really afraid. Maybe I shouldn't mention that Amazon owns Twitch. Maybe that's, for some people, that's a drawback. Okay, so check this out. Just watch for that first time chatter. What if nobody does? What if they're like, no, I'm not outing myself as a viewer of Quilt Nerd Show? That's fine. I'll just do this next time. Okay, here we go. This is the Land of Pleasant Dreams. This is actually on YouTube. It's from the Puppet Studio, and this is I don't know. It's very odd. Whatever. It's a little scary. This isn't the one with the flashing lights, but it's got puppets in it. Okay.
Pleasant Dreams is where the journey starts. A land of quilted calico that's sewn in children's hearts. Pleasant dreams are beyond the skies they can carry you. And I'll run faster. Pleasant dreams, and when you awake, make your dreams come true.
Pem Burrito said, no, I'm out. Oh, God. Wonky Quilter said doll people kind of scary.
Oh my gosh,
First-
these marionettes are terrifying.
First of all, doll people, like that's exactly what these are. And Wonky, you're so sweet. You're like, doll people scare me a little bit. Like they're like, okay, I'm fine. I'm totally good. Yes, this is horrifying in the music. I know, Dana. Oh, God, the horse is cute. Okay. These people are so funny. I can't. Oh.
I'll just wait outside if you don't mind. That's nonsense.
See, there's a quilt. Oh no. Oh no. Twerking you did not say twerking puppet sheep. Sherlock, you get the award. Twerking puppet sheep wasn't on my list of things that I needed to see. Molly, what the actual F, Mary? Listen to me. Listen to me. I said I told you if you're on LSD, I gave you a warning. I told you. It's weird. I told you. There's 25 seconds left.
This is Mary's fever dream from the other night when she first got sick.
I do feel like hell, but I did make my little, you know what, by the way, I just have to say that there are people who watch this show, well, all of the people who watch this show that I'm in any kind of communication with on the Discord, which you have access to if you're a subscriber, email, private streams with the VIP, tier 1, 2, or 3. I have people who like really try to take care of me, like I'll get an email and it's like, just make sure you're taking care of yourself, 1,000%. I might even already have an email in my inbox, which is like, Mary, it is fun to have fun, but you were really sick. And they won't say like, don't drink tequila and orange juice if you're sick, but I'll understand. And I love you for it. Okay, let's finish this. The horse is cute. Oh my God. Okay. See, it's all quilts.
Good night and pleasant dreams.
Ugh. Oh God. Oh dear God. I mean, it was all about the quilt. It was, right? Like I didn't just pick that. It had quilts. It was all fabric. God damn it. I'm so sorry.
It was so disturbing. I didn't realize there was a quilt until I saw the grandma again.
It was all fabric. That was the thing. It was like quilted fabric. Okay, fine. All right. Okay, here's something. This is easy. You want easy? Here's easy. Okay. Open link in new tab. You ready for this? This is cool. This is a nothing burger. This is easy. It's very cool. Okay? In fact, it's so basic. That's it. That's all it is. But it's great. And it's like 6 different quilt patterns put together on a loop. Is that the kind of thing you want, or do you want character arcs? That last one, character arcs, okay? The grandmother, what was her story? What's her origin story? How does she get there? What does she want out of this?
Grandmother's origin story is hell. What does she want? To possess your soul with her weird quilt.
Pleasant dreams. Okay. So let's do. Let's do a nice one. This is a nice one. I promise you. This is real sweet. And I don't know exactly. So here's what I know about it. It's really cute. It's 2 minutes and 30 seconds, but I'm going to play it at 1.5 speed because it doesn't have any dialogue. It's an animation. This is in French. I don't know what it says, but it's called How to Quilt. Okay? And it's very cute. I work hard for y'all. I work very hard for you to find you content that makes you think, that pushes your boundaries, the boundaries of your mind. Okay, let's do this. How to quilt. There's no sound, of course. Oh, wait, hold on. I'm going to play this at 1.5 speed because we all know how to do this. Okay, here we go. It's really cute. So I think part of what Vimeo, like when I was looking for quilt animation in Vimeo, it seems to me that Vimeo is like, it's an artist's place now. I mean, it seemed like a lot of the things that I found, like this, were almost like class projects. Seriously, like grad school projects. Yeah?
Yeah, I think a lot of people distribute through Vimeo because YouTube can be a bit of a cesspool. And people that don't want the gross stuff on the right-hand side, just want their thing. Yeah, so people that do independent films and school projects and corporations and stuff use Vimeo a lot.
I dig it. I dug the vibe over there. I was like, yeah, this is cool. YouTube is terrible and it's ruining our world. It's very calming. You know? And what's interesting about this is look, you see how they showed the backside, right? I mean, without any words, I feel like they got like how to make a quilt pretty well. You know? See, there's a back, right? So then you come with your stitches. Oh, look, the 3, you see? Oh, yeah. The quilt sandwich. It's pretty good. It's pretty good. Quilting, great. Hey, Earth Girl Now. Thank you for subscribing. Earth Girl Now. I don't know if I'm a hero, but I got to tell you, I did not think about canceling this show. I was like, hell no. If I'm miserable at home, laying down, alone, I'm just going to be less miserable sitting up talking to y'all, having fun. So thank you. I don't think I'm a hero, but I am a dedicated woman. Okay, I've got just a couple more for you guys. Now, here,
Just to slip in here and just mention it,
yes.
Everyone has voted that Fever Dream Quilt Nerd is the best ever, but that Mary needs to rest.
Yes. Yeah. Okay, so let's do 2 more. Actually, you're right. Let's do 2 more. This one, was that the ones in the chat? Is that the ones for me to go to bed? Oh, God. I love you.
Molly, who is also experiencing Fever Dream, wants to stick around.
Okay.
So maybe you two just could have a little, one-on-one.
Molly, I'll send you a link for a private stream. That would be a crack up, and I would love it. Okay, so let's do 2 more. Actually, yeah, I can tell that whatever, juice I had is rapidly going away. Molly, I love the idea of you just, cracked out, in the same way. And then you and I, getting together, I know, I love you, man. I love you, too. Okay. Hot Saturday night happening right here. I'm telling you. Okay. Here we go. So, yeah, I know. Auntie Cindy, y'all take care of me. Okay. So here's the one. Listen, this is serious, though, because this one, the penultimate animation we're going to watch, it's really cool, but it has very, very intense flashing, and the music is crazy, but it's really interesting and cool. And I want to read to you about it. It is 3 minutes, I think. Oh wait, hold on. And it's so unusual for us. It's such a different vibe for us. I just want to remind you that I don't need to remind you, but I mean this show is really about quilts are so much more than blankets. There's so much more than, and this is the kind of content, to me, it's what it's all about, this animation, this strange thing that we're going to see. And I want to tell you, it's called Tetradic, 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 probably Tetradic, not Tetradic, whatever. You're like, what? How weird is it, Mary? Truchet, Truchet. Hand-drawn animated video, graph paper and colored pencil, photographed and edited digitally. This animation utilizes the truchet as the base shape for an exploration of randomness and abstract expression, inspired by Appalachian barn quilt paintings. A truchet shape is a square bisected diagonally. A tetradic color scheme uses 4 colors. The shape is a right angle triangle. Just a minute, almost there. Hold on, let me do something here real quick. I'll pull it up for you so you can You can see where we're going with this. Okay. Hang on. The shape is a right angle triangle. Okay, a tetradic color scheme. Yeah, tetradic. I'm sorry I said that. It's been a long day. A tetradic color scheme uses 4 colors. Hey, we've just learned something.
That's what I do. I invented Post-its.
The shape is a right angle triangle with 4 possible spatial iterations. God, It is often combined and multiplied to make complex patterns for quilts and geometric designs. The film deconstructs the traditional patterning of this shape by combining the truchet shapes in randomized arrangements. The random placement of the truchet tiles creates new and exciting designs free from the constraint of symmetry and discernible pattern. Animation for tetradic truchet is generated through placing a new configuration of truchets on every frame of the film. The contrast between shape and color, played back at 24 frames per second, creates a flickering, fluid pattern that only exists temporally. Okay, here we go. It's 4 minutes, 25 seconds. Molly. Yes. Oh my God, Richard, exactly. Look at that. It's amazing though, right? It's amazing. Look at this. Oh God. Okay. Whew, that's intense. This is the most Twitch thing I've done on the show, I think. I mean, I think I have to pause the music. I hate to be old about it, but like, that's a lot, you know? What do you think, Kate? Is that okay? Can we watch the visuals and without the...
Yeah, the music is it's a lot.
It's a lot. I love the visuals. I think they're amazing. And the music is like totally cool too. I have anxiety just in general. So it's a little tough. The music could be better, says Molly. Jan makes stuff. You know, by the way, Jan, anybody who's an OG who brings out the Estelle Witherspoon, you know, like, I love you. I see you. I see it. I love it. I get it. But look, I mean, graph paper, right? Like when I was talking about animation and how much fun it would be. You know, this is like what I mean. Like how cool to make drawings that move, you know? And I liked what they had to say about the tetradic truchet. You know, that like if you look at a quilt and analyze a quilt or patchwork in this particular, you know, geometric way, there's names for it. Look, that's a diamond and a square, right? Square and a square patchwork. There's names for what that is, right? Names for what it's called in a geometric context or geometry context. It's interesting. Isosceles triangles. But that's the thing too. You know, quilt makers, we use math and we use geometry and we use freaking algebra all the time, right? We're drafting patterns. Like, I mean, it's arithmetic. It's not like calculus necessarily, I don't think. I wouldn't know. I don't do calculus.
Lisa's taking away your keys, Mary.
Oh, that's good. Lisa is. Let's check in on the music. Ooh. Ooh. Ugh. Nope. Bye. Sorry. So you know what's nice about this is that it's our last animation. It is really cool though. I have, oh, look at that. That's so great. Oh, that's so cool. Look, picture. Best off sound con la Giovanni. That's brilliant. Oh, I love it. I love it. It's so great. People are so creative, you know? At our best, human beings are like super cool. We do cool things. So, everybody, did anybody from the Lurker Lounge step up for their pin? No?
I don't think so. Those darn lurkers.
You know what?
But you know what? It's okay. It's okay if you want to be a lurker and not called out for lurking.
It's true. It's totally cool.
We'll catch one soon.
We'll get ya. Well, the thing is, like, I'd much rather lurkers be lurkers than not, than not be around. I love the Lurker Lounge. It's so low. The lights are so low. What are you guys doing back there? What's going on back there? Anyway, I'm so glad I came out to do the show. Sorry. Mishral, you're so fun. God, you guys are funny. You're so good. I just love you so much. I can't even tell you. I see you. Oh, we got a first time chat. I can't scream. I can't yell. Stephanie, what's her name? Ida11. You're going to get this pen. I'm so glad you chatted. I'm so glad. It's hurting me to do this. I'm trying to yell. I'm so glad you said hi. Thank you so much. You don't ever have to say hi again. You don't ever have to be in the chat again, but I'm so glad. It was a gimmick, really, I got this cool pen. I was like, I could give it to a lurker. So it's for you, and I really appreciate you watching, and you don't ever have to say anything again. You don't have to be identified. You can just go away into the mist, into the mysterious, you're a cipher, you're a mystery wrapped in an enigma. Just retreat back into the mist. But I'm going to give you this with a nice card and a thank you for watching the show, but you got to send your mailing address to quiltnerdshow@gmail.com. And if anybody is a subscriber, if you subscribed tonight, if you subscribed last year, whatever, make sure that you send an email to quiltnerdshow@gmail.com because we need to be able to get in touch with you. And Twitch, they don't give your email address to us, which is a good thing ultimately, but it's a pain because we got to get in touch with you. So, my dear, it is for you. And I can't wait to give it to you. It's really cool. Okay. Thank you, Stephanie Cake. I'm going to go. Look at all those welcome baskets. You see? It's nice in here. It's nice in here in the chat. Okay. Well, I love you too, Earth Girl. Take care, everybody. I think by Tuesday I should be okay. I hope so. And we'll have some more crack ups. Stephanie Cake, thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you for letting the show go on, but this one will go down in history as quite possibly the most fun, disturbing show in quite some time. But
it's pretty bad.
We want you to feel better.
I do too. Okay. Good night, y'all. Love you so much. I'll see you on Tuesday. Okay. Bye. Bye.